Today we are here in Sagam to hand over a bulk milk cooler to the CBO, Yaupachi, with a capacity of 1,000 liters. The milk cooler plus all the installations, including solar, is around 10 million Kenya shillings, and just to encourage dairy farming, because this community has potential for dairy farming. There's already a lot of work that they are doing, and together with the county governments, we want to work hand in hand to support the dairy farmers, encourage the breed that they are rearing in terms of milk, with the higher milk production, and then with the cooling, then they can have more preservation so that they can manage the market. And of course, this is just one of the initial investments around this sector. There are a number of other investments that relate to farming generally. We are also encouraging coffee. We are encouraging Hass avocado variety. And also generally in Siaya we are encouraging fruit growing, agroforestry. Siaya is the county, one of the counties that doesn't have forest cover, and one of the ways of climate mitigation is to encourage agroforestry here. But that is part of the broader agenda of food security, which you know the 5 pillars of economic transformation which we are pursuing as a government. So food security and agriculture is one of them. And the other agenda is of course around health, which of course you also know that we want to place health as a pillar of economic transformation, which means that we want to support citizens to be enabled to go to facilities without having to worry whether they will pay or not. And that can only happen if we register all citizens through a social health program, the Social Health Authority. Siaya has done remarkably well. Right now we are 53% of registration, but we can do more. We can get to the 80-90%, so that then we only remain with indigent populations, which then the government can pay for. And this will also enable sustainability of hospitals. If you look at hospital development across here, there's a lot of work that the county government has put up in terms of hospitals. There's also a lot of work the national government is putting up. We are building Siaya. We've put 500 million there for expanded inpatient wing. We are also doing a number of other projects. Murmalanga, we have just now put in a program for Kaluo, which has a very high maternity burden. There is also the other issues in Madianyi and all the rest, including Usigu. But one of the things, and across the country really, we are doing in every single county, we have work to, as per the constitution, what we call capacity assistance of the county governments to improve the healthcare system. But you see, the healthcare system collapses if people can't pay. And that is why social health authorities are do or die for this country, because you will build a very beautiful hospital, but how will you pay the doctor? How will you make sure that you are replacing medicines? How can you repair those equipment? We must have a way in which citizens go in, and then there is an authority that is charged. It's like the way we handle HELB, or the way we use the Kenya Revenue Authority to collect taxes, so that then those taxes are budgeted and then a road can be built. It's the only way that we have, and then this is something that is so important for this country, that we want to encourage every citizen to register, and we want to encourage county governments to ensure that they align their systems with the social health authority. One of the other economic pillars is MSMEs and enterprises, and through the Nyota program we are really encouraging the youth to have opportunity to do something that can help themselves but can also help other youth. We want the youth to be a driver of economic employment, to be the innovative people that they are, and that is why the government through Nyota program in Siaya alone we gave 2,800 youth opportunities to expand their businesses. They were getting 50,000. The first phase they already got the money, to see that they can invest in small scale businesses that then can employ other youth. But then beyond that also we have a program for recognition of prior learning, where there are a number of youth who are extremely skilled. They are skilled in welding, they are skilled in masonry, they are skilled in tailoring, they are skilled in what we call trade sector, and they have never had the opportunity to go to polytechnics. So the government has a program where they can then give them certification or under this recognition of prior learning. And that is so important, because today if you want to participate in a government tender, part of those requirements usually are certificates. So and that is important because we want to be assured of the quality, you see. So if today we want to open up opportunities, as we are saying, through affordable housing, through the many hospitals that we are building, for these youth who are very skilled in masonry to be the contractor, so that then they get opportunities, they get the employments, they must have that certificate. And some of them did not go to school, but they are so good. That's why we want them to get into this program so that they have those certificates. Again, just the job experience. Sometimes also we say that development is a mindset. So just people waking up to go do something, whether it's in their farms, whether it is bringing milk here, whether it is in masonry, whether it is in the digital economy, through the Jitume labs. We are keen to ensure that we have a society that is keen on development. The mindset of just waking up to do something that is useful for yourself, that is useful for the country.